Good morning! Good morning, everybody! It's me, Donna Vee, and I can't believe it. It's December 1st. I'm so excited because this is one of my favorite times of the year besides Halloween. I love this season because I believe in the magic of this season. And I love all of the things that start with the letter C, like Christmas and cookies. And oh, yeah, I might have put up my tree. There might be a tree here. I know you're like, that doesn't start with C, but it does to me because it's part of the holiday season. And I'm so excited to be here and bring stories today and lots of excitement and joy because we are starting our cookie countdown. No, our Christmas countdown. Now, I know not everybody celebrates Christmas, and perhaps I can search and see if I can find a Hanukkah book or something else, but I just want to let you know that as soon as that clock struck 12 and I saw it go from November to December, something filled this little elf with so much joy, I can't even begin to tell you. Good morning, Frank Simon. Because this is the time of year when it gets colder out and we drink hot chocolate and it's so exciting. And there's carolers. See that? Hot chocolate. Carolers. There's so many letters or words that start with C for this season. It's so exciting. But it doesn't mean you could take a holiday from healthy habits. So what did you do this morning? I know I woke up and I was so grateful. I saw the sun was shining because yesterday it was a rainy day, a horrible rainy day. Good morning, Ryan. How are you? Ryan and the pups. Ryan and the pups are watching from Ireland. How about that? Ooh, I don't know what kind of plaid that is. I don't know if it's tartan plaid or I don't know. I'm going to need some education on my plaid. Today I'm wearing my onesie for the holidays. This is what I'll be wearing all month because it is filled with candy canes. And let's see. I don't think it has anything. No antlers. I might have to get some antlers. I think I might have some antlers somewhere in this house. And all of a sudden it turned into I don't even know, a cartoon. Hola, David. Bendición. So I am so excited to stretch because I woke up, I was filled with gratitude, then I brushed my teeth, I let the dog out, and now it's time to stretch. So are you ready to stretch the alphabet this morning? I am. I'm pretty excited. Yeah. Today, let's start out with seated jumping jacks, and then we'll go into our arm circles, okay? 26 letters in the alphabet. 13 is halfway in. 13 is the middle point, and M is for middle. Exciting, right? I think so. I need to learn some Spanish words too, David. That'd be fun to teach the kids. I could do that. Maybe I need to find a book to teach Spanish, beginner Spanish, because I would be just learning it myself. Like, for instance, I know I have agua. It's another healthy habit. Stay hydrated. Yep. All right, so are you ready? Hello there, my mom. Look at my mom wrote, hello, my candy cane girl celebrating the letter C today. That is correct because today is December 1st. It is Tuesday, and we kick off the season of holidays and celebration, really. And I hope that I know that we've been going through coronavirus, but we want to overshadow that with lots of cheer. See, cheer. Okay, so let's start out by getting some music. And showing off what the letter C looks like. Let's do this. Let's do the letter C. And look, I didn't even do this on purpose. But look, there's the word coach right there. Coach. Yeah, the Jets need a new one of those. Coach. Okay, and then we have kids' names on the back, and I'm so excited. All right, let's get back into the order of things. Semblance and order, Donna. We have to focus. Okay, let's do it. So we'll start off with jumping jacks, and I want to see complete good intention, no spaghetti arms. Then when we get to M, what do? We're going to go into our arm circles and we're going to go forward. And then we get to S, we switch and we go backward. Are you ready? Here we go. Don't forget, let me hear you say the ABCs. Okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, middle, N, O, P, Q, R, S, switch it, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Ouch. Now, if you did your arm circles with the power, like you were carrying really big, where is it? Weights, like I do, sometimes your arms should be really sore. Look at me pumping the iron. Oh, whoa. Kraj mi falcha. Wait, see me falcha? Wait, we have to see what I'm looking at here. It is. I love that. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. Kraj mi falcha? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't want to say it the wrong way. Seed mia. No. See, I've said it before. I've heard it before, but I don't know. Oh, okay. I got a very good. Yes. All right. That's awesome. Kraj mi falcha. Okay. All right. That sounds good. I'll try it. If anybody wants to put a very family-friendly phrase in the comments in a different language, I would definitely make the attempt to say it. Okay? Like, I know some things in Spanish, and I know now that's Gaelic. Yeah, that's interesting. I love that. Okay, back to business. You know what other language we're learning? Sign language. Sign language is so amazing because by learning sign language, we can have communication with other people that cannot hear. So are you ready? Let's try it. Put it up for you. Okay, try along. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, here you go, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Today's letter is C. That was awesome, you guys. I'm so proud of you for doing that. I think it's exciting. I'm hoping that I get my cousin to come back on and we'll do another broadcast. And maybe this time we'll learn some simple phrases that we can incorporate into what we are expanding our mind with. Exactly. Now, let's shout out the kids' names and start with the letter C. Now, here's the thing. We decided to go from a big, long list to just taking it down to one letter a day and shouting out the kids that's names start with that letter. And now I will say that there are some other people excited that are not just kids like my friend Corey. Corey, yay! Hello and welcome and good morning. And yes, hooray for C words. Yes. C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. But they have cookies that look like pizzas. Today might be a pizza day. All right. Are you ready to see who's on our list? Yes. Ooh, Frank Simon. Maybe I could teach sign language for the blind. Well, I will tell you, my cousin does do spelling in people's palms of their hands if they are blind, because I know that she is an interpreter and has people that she helps that are not just deaf, they are deaf and blind. So I could find out. I don't know, but I'll check with her. Okay, so are you ready to see who made the list? And then we will go over and try to see if I can win today with Frank Simon's alliterative sentence, which looks scarily long. Okay. All right. Good morning, Cooper and Colin and Caitlin with the long red hair. There are not many kids with C's today, but I will say, you know who? The two children, my little children, Carly and Courtney. I want to wish them a happy beginning of December and a good morning to all the kids that are watching. And I'm so excited that you're here, and keep reading and coloring and being creative, and get outside today because it's beautiful. Yesterday, it was a definite stay inside day. Not today. Get outdoors, breathe in the fresh air, take a walk around the block, play with the leaves, and I don't know, maybe color a picture of the clouds. Okay. All right, are we ready for the tongue twister? Ooh, I did a better job with it yesterday after I had my vitamins. Should we wait? I don't know. Ooh, and it's the beginning of your advent calendar. That's awesome, Matt. That means you get to open the door and see what's there. Usually when I was a kid, it was chocolate. You would hope. Okay, now, calendar starts with C. That's also something that starts with C. That's amazing. There's so many cool words that start with the letter C. Car, cat. What else? Oh, cookie. Did I mention cookies? Just kidding. I know I've said it like a million times. All right, let's do this. Are you ready, Frank Simon? I'm ready for your challenge. Here we go. Constance is calamity caused, confusion creating, Carlito crying, constantly, continuously till Christmas. Okay, I'm going to take some water here. I choked. That's C for cough. That's terrible. It went down the wrong pipe. But you know what? I recovered like a champ and muted it because no one needs to hear that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Here we go. Constance is calamity caused, confusion creating, Carlito crying, constantly, continuously till Christmas. Constance is calamity caused, confusion creating, Carlito crying, constantly, continuously till Christmas. Constance is calamity caused, confusion creating, Carlito crying, constantly, continuously till Christmas. One last time for good measure. Constance is calamity caused, confusion creating, Carlito crying, constantly, continuously till Christmas. I think perhaps I might have won that one. I don't know. We have to wait until, okay, the official score comes in. Bing, 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 bing. Thank you, Ryan. All right, but now you know what time it is. It's one of my favorite times ever. We are going to take our vitamin. It's around here somewhere. I have to clean up my clutter. It's pretty bad over here. If Santa sees this, I'm in trouble. All right, I will be taking my 2 vitamins. It is what you are recommended by this vitamin company. Oh, gosh, it smells like C is for candy, but it's not. Kids, vitamins are not candy. You take the recommended daily dose, and that is what we are taking. In this warm little hand, I have 2 vitamins. They could be 1 of each, or they could be 2 of the same. We have 1 vote in for 1 of each. I cannot tell because I don't look, but by the feel of it, let's see if I can connect with it. I'm going to say they're too pink. I could be wrong. I'm not looking. But this is the opportunity that I love to take for our Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley. This is where we learn good manners. What do we learn? We learn that we don't want to chew with our mouth open or talk with our mouth full. And yes, Christmas! I'm so pumped. I'm so excited. That's why I'm wearing my candy canes, Corey. See this? It's candy canes. Even the hood is candy canes. The whole thing is just filled with candy canes. And candy canes are awesome, right? I mean, you could use them as an ornament. You could use them to get people off stage if they run the light. But most of all, you can eat them. Okay, here we go. A Beginner's Guide to the Universe by author Mike Dooley will be the thing in my face so that I don't chew with my mouth open. Poor manners. No excuse for it. Let's check out what we have here. Now, I'd like to see, maybe, Corey, you want to pick the page? Or Matt? If you're watching, a page between 7 and 158. Okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's a one of each day. I got excited. I saw the fuzz. Sorry. I saw the pink one and I thought, ooh, that would be witchy. Guess what? Ryan wins that round. It is a one of each day. All right. But I would love it if Matt or Corey would love to pick the page for the day. So a number between 7 and 158. Here we go. You're a fan of peppermint flavor 46? I didn't even know there was such a thing. Am I completely out of it? I mean, that's a question people have been asking for months. But like my bow, I had to add a little green in there. But now it's stuck in my hair. It got stuck into the hood. Calamity. I'll put it here for now. It's the ever-moving bow. All right. Are you ready? Page 46. Let's see what the message is for us today. Let me get my marker now that I'm marking all the pages that we read so we could see. Oh, I have yellow. All right, here we go. Are you excited? I am. Oh, I thought maybe it was the flavoring. Peppermint 46. Okay, here we go. The problem with compromising. See, compromising. The problem with compromising, economizing, and settling for less is that these results are no easier to manifest than their fuller counterparts. Life's magic has to work just as hard whether the bar has been lowered or raised. Don't be afraid to go where you've never gone and do what you've never done, because both are necessary to have what you've never had and to be who you've never been. It's not the dazzling voice that makes a singer or clever stories that make a writer. And it's not piles of money that make a tycoon. It's having a dream and wanting to live it so greatly that you'd rather move with it and fail than succeed in another realm. I love that. So don't give up, Corey. That's kind of what I took from it. You know what I mean? Don't compromise. You want to just don't settle. Shoot for the stars, Corey. That's what I got out of that today. Good morning, Jim from California. Yay. Out there in the land of oceans and warm weather. Although I know you said it was chilly the other day, which is just mind-blowing to me. I always picture California to be sunny and warm. Not like here on the East Coast. It's chilly. Today, blue skies, but it is chilly. All right. Today, who shall we bring up as our representative for all social distancing buddies? Let me see. C. What would C go with? Which little buddy? C. Which one of our buddies is all about cuddling? I think I know. Where are you? Oh no! Cecilia, that's a good one. But today, I have a new social distancing buddy that I want to bring in. It's Chicken! Because you know why? This is my Christmas chicken. He's all, or she's all dressed up. She's double bowed. Now, here's the thing about the Christmas chicken. Christmas chicken is for laughter. Laughter is so important and excitement. And this is the silly chicken. So if you notice, what chicken do you know? Wears a bow tie. I had to bring the chicken in because I thought to myself, just comedically alone. C is for comedy. And that's good enough for me. I love comedy. One of the things that I think is so important is comedy and comedians and supporting them and knowing that comedy is going to get us through this crazy time, don't you think? Yeah, I mean, and I know comedy means everything to me. All right, listen, hugging this chicken is not as easy because it does make a lot of noise. But how could you not? We can't ignore you. No, because comedy has helped so many people during this quarantine. I know that for sure. Corey's a comedian, right? Jim, you love comedy. Okay, let's see. Who else? I think Ryan, you're the one that introduced me to a show called, wait, what is it called? Kill Joe? Kill Bill? Kill Tony. And I will say, the comedy is what's gotten me through so much of this quarantine. And I am so excited that I think that today we are going to send love, light, and laughter when we go from our head to our heart chakra, because this is what it's all about. I know he wasn't one of the originals, but to me, he always has been. He's always been here. A chuckle chicken. Is that what you call it? A chuckle chicken? That's so funny because just before Ryan said, yeah, exactly. C is for chuckle. So I guess we'll have to call you the chuckle chicken. It does make me laugh. Okay, that's what we'll do. All right, so everybody today, I want you to know that it is possible to laugh even during times when you think there is no laughter. And today, we're going to send chuckles and laughter and giggles back and forth between us. Do you think you could do that? I think it's really important. I do. All right, ready? Who do you want to send laughter to? I'm going to send laughter to those that think there's nothing to laugh about right now. I'm going to send laughter and love to everybody around the world that needs a good laugh. So from me to you and you to me, from your head, from your heart, and from your belly laugh, let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Oh, that was amazing. Here, I'll give you a hug. I'll be gentle. Thanks so much for my Christmas chicken getting a spot today. Oh my gosh. I have to say, being silly is something I really enjoy. I hope it's something you enjoy too. But now we're going to be a little serious. And we're going to ground our feet and get ready to hear stories from the books that I picked for today. But first, we need to focus. I know I need to focus. Christmas puts me in a really silly mood. Okay, so bring your hands up. Take a deep breath in. Blow it out. And let's try to use words that begin with the letter C today. Here we go. I am kooky. I am cuddly. I am cool. I am content. I totally am. Okay, now, are you ready to read the stories? Me too. I'm excited. You got to be a little silly, guys. It's important. Gotta get the sillies out. Okay. I actually already know that I probably will have time for a bonus book. Yes, I love that. Collected. I'm calm, cool, and collected. No, I don't think I'm really very calm. I mean, I can be. All right. I'll show you. Ready? Here. 1, 2, 3. That was very calm. All right, here we go. Let's see. I think to kick off our story time today on the day that's kicking off December, Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. And look, she's got her pajamas on. She's got her friends, her social distancing buddies. This is amazing. Here we go. By Claire Messiero and Marie H. Henry. Tomorrow is Christmas. Juliet can hardly wait. Together, Juliet and Mama pick out the perfect tree. Together, Juliet and Papa trim the tree, but everybody wants to help. Watch out for the ornaments, says Juliet. They're fragile. Tomorrow is Christmas. Juliet decorates the house. Theo, please be gentle with the ball. Jojo's silly candles are not for eating. Don't eat the candles. What is that rabbit doing? Oh, maybe because it looks like a carrot. Tomorrow is Christmas. Juliet bakes lots of cookies. They smell so good. Be careful, they are hot. How cute is this little bear? And look at them all trying to help. Tomorrow is Christmas. Juliet hangs her stocking. Tomorrow there will be presents for everyone. Now it is time for a story before we all go to bed. Juliet soon falls asleep, dreaming about what Christmas will bring. But Theo, Daisy, Oscar, Zoe, Max, and Jojo are too excited to sleep. They want another peek at the Christmas tree. See, she's sleeping, and they're peeking. Oh, I love that. Look, look, look. What is that flying up in the sky? Thump, thump, thump. What is that noise? There are black boots coming down the fireplace. Who is that jolly man all dressed up in red? What does he have in that big bag? Shh, we cannot let him see us. We are not supposed to be downstairs. What? Hurry, we're supposed to be in bed. At last, everyone in the house is asleep. Look it, look it. It's Santa. Today is Christmas. Come along, let's see what Santa brought for us. Oh, it's so exciting. Whoa, Oh, there's something to wear and something to cook. So many presents, all for me. But Juliet, where are our presents? Isn't there anything for us? Oh, look at the dinosaurs crying. Look at this big package. Quick, let's open it. Hooray! A wagon for us all to share. Climb aboard, says Juliet. We're going for a ride. Merry Christmas. Aw, that's so sweet. Christmas is coming. Well, it is. Today is December 1st, so 24 days until Christmas. But not everyone celebrates Christmas, and not everyone gets an abundance of gifts. To me, one special gift is more important than 10 gifts under the tree. Serious. To me, I like to share the gifts with my daughters like memories. Memories are my favorite gift. I love to make memories with them and look through pictures and talk about when they were little. Oh, that's my favorite. It really is. That's why I love to read the books to the kids. Okay, here's another book with the letter C in it. The Cake That Mac Ate by Rose Robart and Marianne Kowalski. Cake is pretty good too. The Cake That Mac Ate. Oh, that cake looks really amazing. This is the cake that Mac ate. This is the egg that went in to the cake that Mac ate. This is the hen that laid the egg that went into the cake that Mac ate. Thanks, hen. This is the corn that fed the hen that laid the egg that went into the cake that Mac ate. This is the seed that grew into corn that fed the hen that laid the egg that went into the cake that Mac ate. Lots of stuff goes into making a cake. This is the farmer who planted the seed that grew into corn that fed the hen that laid the egg that went into the cake that Mac ate. This is the woman who married the farmer who planted the seed that grew into corn that fed the hen that laid the egg that went into the cake that Mac ate. Okay. I shall try it. Look at that. These are the candles that lit up the cake that was made by the woman who married the farmer who planted the seed that grew into corn, that fed the hen, that laid the egg, that went into the cake that Mac ate. Oh boy. This is Mac. he ate the cake. They don't look very happy about it. This is the house that keeps the dog that ate the cake that the lady that married the farmer made. I don't know, I just made that part up. But he's got a full belly and he's in the doghouse. I mean, it might have been worth it. That was a good looking cake. I love vanilla cake. Now I want cake. Okay. Here's another story. Now this is from a book called Four Cats Came to School. When I first opened this book, I thought that perhaps it was indeed one book, but it is indeed a storybook filled with a few stories. So I will be reading about Arthur, because there's cats in his story. Arthur by Amanda Graham, and this is Mrs. Humbert's Pet Shop, where the story is set. Arthur was a very ordinary dog. He lived in Mrs. Humber's pet shop with many other animals, but Arthur was the only dog. All the other dogs have been sold because dogs are very popular. All of the dogs except for Arthur. He was just an ordinary brown dog who dearly wanted a home with a pair of old slippers to chew. On Monday morning, Mrs. Humber put some rabbits in the window. By the end of the day, the window was empty, except for Arthur. Nobody wanted an ordinary brown dog. Everybody wanted rabbits. So that night, when all was quiet, Arthur practiced being a rabbit. He practiced eating carrots and poking out his front teeth and making his ears stand up straight. He practiced very hard until he was sure he could be a rabbit. Next morning, Mrs. Humber put some snakes in the window. By the end of the day, the window was empty, except for Arthur. Nobody wanted an ordinary brown dog, not even one who acted like a rabbit. Everybody wanted snakes. So that night, when all was quiet, Arthur practiced being a snake. He practiced hissing and slithering and sliding and looking cool. He practiced very hard until he was sure he could be a snake. I like this dog. Next morning, Mrs. Humber put some fish in the window. By the end of the day, the window was empty, except for Arthur. Nobody wanted an ordinary brown dog, not even one who acted like a rabbit and a snake. Everybody wanted a fish. So that night, when all was quiet, Arthur practiced being a fish. He practiced swimming and blowing bubbles and breathing underwater. He practiced very hard until he was sure he could be a fish. And the next morning, Mrs. Humber put some cats in the window. And by the end of the day, you guessed it, that window was empty, except for Arthur. Nobody wanted an ordinary brown dog, not even one who acted like a rabbit and a snake and a fish. Everyone wanted cats. Arthur felt he would never find a home with a pair of old slippers to chew. Oh, I would take Arthur. He's so cute. The next morning, Mrs. Humber put the rest of her pets in the window. There were 2 hamsters, a cage of mice, 3 canaries, a blue, I can never say this word, budger. It's a bird. Budgerigar. I can't ever say it. A green frog, one sleepy lizard, and Arthur. Arthur jumped on lily pads, squeaked and nibbled cheese, purred, croaked, and even attempted to fly. By the end of the day, the window was empty, except for Arthur. He had collapsed, exhausted, in the corner of the window. Oh, poor Arthur. Now, when he was certain he would never find a home, whether he was a rabbit, a snake, a fish, a cat, or purple spotty three-headed wombat, Arthur decided that he might as well be just an ordinary brown dog. And late that afternoon, just before Mrs. Humbert was to close the shop, a man came in with his granddaughter. "Excuse me," said the man. "Melanie tells me that you have a rather extraordinary dog who performs all sorts of tricks." "The only dog I have," replied Mrs. Humbert, "is Arthur." "There he is, Grandpa, in the window," said Melanie, and she rushed to pick up Arthur, who gave her the biggest, wettest, doggest lick ever. Arthur knew he had found a home with a pair of old slippers to chew. Look at that. Doesn't that just bring you so much joy? Oh, I love that. Okay, one more from this book, and then we have another story. So that's like bonuses all over the place today. Can you catch Josephine? My name is Daniel, and I live with my father in Montreal. Oh, Montreal is in Canada. Every morning, my cat's name is Josephine. Sometimes she gives me a lot of trouble. Every morning before I go to school, I hug my father and say goodbye to Josephine. Yesterday, I could not find her. In the schoolyard, I met my friend Christian. "What's in your school bag?" she asked. It was Josephine. It was too late to take her home. What could I do? I hid her in my desk, but she stuck her paw out and made the kids laugh. Mr. Martin turned around. "What's going on here?" he shouted. "Open that desk." Ooh, he should not have asked me to do that. Josephine jumped out. Mr. Martin shouted, "Catch that cat!" Well, it's actually C is for cat. The kids laughed and tried to grab her, but she was too fast. She jumped from the desk to desk and then opened the window. Then up to the window. I was going to say, she opened the window. She's a pretty clever cat. She was going to jump into the schoolyard. When she saw the janitor, she changed her mind. She ran up the tree to the third floor. I saw her go into the library. Mr. Martin yelled at the class, "Get back to your seats." Mr. Martin yelled at me, "Catch that cat." Ooh. I ran up to the library. Mrs. Dennis looked up from her book. "Why the big hurry?" she asked. "What are you looking for?" "Josephine," I said. "Look under the letter J," she said. She thought Josephine was a book. "Josephine is a cat," I said. "Then look under the letter C," she said. Josephine must be very smart. She was hiding on the J shelf. As soon as I saw her, she jumped down and ran off again. Whoa, what a chase. Down the stairs, around the second floor, back down the stairs, around the first floor she ran, and the bell rang. Kids came up to the halls, but they were too surprised to help. Then Josephine gave me real trouble. She went where I could not go, into the girls' washroom. I ran and got Christiane. "Help me catch Josephine, will you?" Christiane said. She went into the washroom and came back out. She's not there, she said. Then Josephine ran out the door right through our legs. They should keep the door to the science room closed when there is no class in there. The blinds are down. It's the scariest room in the school. Look, that's where she ran. I looked in fast. Eyes stared at me. I could not see Josephine. I went out into the hall to wait. And soon, Josephine ran out. This time, she went down to the gym. My cat, I yelled. Help me catch her. Mr. Atlas shouted to the class, everybody, after it. We all ran after Josephine. She went back up the stairs. At last, she ran into trouble. Mrs. Bruno was coming down the stairs with her class. The gym class was running up the stairs with me, and Josephine was caught between us. Take that cat to the principal's office, Mrs. Bruno shouted. I held Josephine very tight all the way. Don't be scared, I told her as I knocked on the office door. When I opened it, I got a big surprise. The principal had a cat on her desk. Who's that with you? She asked. Josephine, I said. She came to school this morning. Look. Ooh. This is Tiger, she said. He came to school this morning too. Dear me, you and I have the same trouble. What shall we do? I know. If Josephine comes to school again, bring her to my office. She can wait here for you. But don't tell anyone. And I didn't tell anyone. But Josephine must have told. Because this morning, 4 cats came to school. They want to go to school? What are they going to learn in there? Cats have 9 lives. But how many classes do they take? That's what I want to know. They do. They learn counting. That's a great idea. We could ask cats for advice on how to count. Brilliant. Brilliant. You know what? You remind me of our next book, Ryan. Mr. Clever. It's one of our Mr. books. Are we ready to see what Mr. Clever has in store for us? Mr. Clever by Roger Hargreaves. I just let out a little yawn. Sorry. I miss his confession. I cannot tell a lie. I did. You could tell because my eyes are watery. Mr. Clever was quite the cleverest person ever. The cleverest person in the world. And he knew it. Oh, I am so very clever. So very clever, he used to say to himself more often than not. He lived in Cleverland, where, as you may know, everybody and everything is as clever as can be. In Cleverland, clever trees managed to grow apples and oranges at the same time. Can you imagine? In Cleverland, clever flowers get up and go for a walk. Oh yes, Cleverland is quite the most clever place. Would you like to live there? Mr. Clever does. Oh, I am so very clever to build such a clever house. He used to go around telling everybody. Look at that house. One morning, Mr. Clever was awakened by his special Mr. Clever alarm clock. Not only did it wake you up by ringing a bell, it also switched on a light and said, "Good morning," and made a cup of tea and showed what the weather was going to be and told you the time and showed you the date. It also whistled cheerfully while it was doing all of that. I've done it again. Yes, Corey. Apples and oranges, what a fruity pear. Or it could be pear, like P-E-A-R. How about that? Just put another fruit in there. Oh no. Mr. Clever yawned. Oh, I have a problem. I cannot read that word without doing it. Oh, this is a tough morning. That's the third one in a row. Mr. Clever got up, washed, cleaned his teeth with a special Mr. Clever toothbrush, which squeezed toothpaste on the brush out of the handle, and went downstairs to breakfast. He popped a slice of bread into his special Mr. Clever electric toaster, which not only toasted the bread, but it also spread with butter and marmalade, and cut off the crusts. Ooh, clementines. Those are delicious. Mr. Clever. After breakfast, he went for a long walk, an extremely long walk. In fact, such a long walk that he walked all the way out of Cleverland. And although he didn't know it, he met somebody who was also out for a walk. Do you know who it was? I don't. But we're going to find out. Wait, is that Mr. Happy? That's right. Mr. Happy. That's so funny. Yes, and you said it too, Ryan. It is Mr. Happy. Hello, cried Mr. Clever. I'm the cleverest person in the whole world. Oh, good, said Mr. Happy. Then you must be clever enough to make up a really good joke to tell me. He laughed. Jokes make me happy. What did I tell you? I had no idea. Look at that smile. Mr. Clever's face fell. I don't know any jokes, he admitted. Well, that's not very clever of you, is it? Mr. Happy, said Mr. Happy, and he went off. Mr. Clever went on. And do you know who he met next? I don't know. Mr. Greedy? That's right. Mr. Greedy. Close. Hello, cried Mr. Clever. I am the cleverest person in the world. Oh, good, said Mr. Greedy. Then you could tell me the recipe of the world's most delicious dish. He licked his lips. I like food, he explained. Mr. Clever's face fell. Can you do that? Where are my glasses? I think I moved them. I was going to put my little Mr. Clever look on, but I'm not that clever. I can't cook, he admitted, and I don't know any recipes. That kind of sounds like me. Well, that's not very clever of you, is it? Said Mr. Greedy, and he went off in search of food. Mr. Clever went on, and who do you think he met up with next? Mr. Perfect? Let's check it out. Oh, no. It's, yes, Mr. Forgetful. Hello, cried Mr. Clever. I'm the cleverest person in the whole world. Oh, good, said Mr. Forgetful. Then can you tell me what my name is? He smiled apologetically. I have forgotten, he explained. Mr. Clever's face fell for the third time that morning. But I don't know your name, he admitted. We've only just met. That's not very clever of you, is it? Said Mr. Forgetful, and he too went off, forgetting to say goodbye. And so it went on all day. Mr. Clever couldn't tell Mr. Sneeze the cure for a cold, and he couldn't tell Mr. Small how he could grow bigger, and he couldn't tell Mr. Nervous what the secret of being brave was, and he couldn't tell Mr. Topsy Turvy how to talk the round way right. Oh, let me try that again. And he couldn't tell Mr. Topsy Turvy how to talk the round way right. I mean, the right way round. A not very clever day after all. Not at all. Not even a bit. As by now he was feeling anything like the cleverest person in the world, Mr. Clever decided he'd better go home. He passed a pair of worms who were having a chat. Who's that? Asked one worm. That, replied the other worm, is Mr. Clever, the cleverest person in the world, on his way home to Cleverland. The first worm thought, he can't be that clever, he replied. He's going the wrong way. Ah, Mr. Clever. Today, we celebrate the letter C. Kookiness, craziness, cookies, Christmas, and what else? Contentment. Until tomorrow, we have the letter D. I'm so excited. What shall we do next? I know. What time is it? Here we go. It's time for a hug. Here's our little squishmallow named Liv, all filled with hugs for us. And today, we're going to send out love and hugs to each other. So put your right hand on your left shoulder and your left hand on your right. Give yourself a hug. Squeeze yourself so tight. From me to you and you to me, across the land, across the sea. I don't know about you, but it definitely makes me happy. So I'm so grateful that you're here today and every day. Thank you for being part of this family and community. And I hope you enjoyed the stories. And I want you to have a wonderful day. Today is Tuesday, December 1st. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And that will be Wednesday, December 2nd. So excited. And here we go. Let's breathe it out. That's so sweet. Thank you, right. Thank you so much for that Little Miss Sunshine. I love that right there. And yes, left hand on the right shoulder. You know what you're doing. I love it. All right, here we go. I am grateful. I am happy. I am filled with joy. I am content. And content. You're welcome for the content. You guys are amazing. You make my day so special. I really appreciate it because honestly, without you, I would just be talking to my social distancing buddies. It's a lot more fun having you here. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Namaste. Love you. Bye, guys.